All right, we'll just get started in an easy child's pose. So come down onto your knees. Bring your big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Take your knees wide. Walk your fingertips forward. And then just let your forehead rest down in contact with the earth. And begin to take these next few moments to just breathe and settle into your space. Take note of how your body feels this morning. Acknowledge any areas where you feel tension. Acknowledge the areas that feel good. And allow yourself the opportunity to just be present. Begin to focus on your breath. Breathe in through your nose. And then give yourself a loud, open mouth exhale. Sigh it all out. We'll do that again. Breathe in through your nose. As you breathe in, feel your back and your chest rise. Inflate your lungs. And a big, open mouth exhale. Sigh it out. One more time for good measure. Breathe in through your nose. Draw your belly in towards your spine. Expand your ribs. Biggest breath you've taken all day. And a loud, open mouth exhale. Let it go. Now, Ujjayi breath. Seal your lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. And as you breathe, constrict the muscles in the back of your throat. This constriction will help make your breath loud and audible, almost like you're Darth Vader, or creating waves of the ocean crashing on the beach. Now begin to make your body active. Spread your fingers wide on your mat and press down through all of your palms. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Create an engagement in your core by bringing your belly in towards your spine. Sink your hips down and back. You're here for one more breath in. One more deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward into a neutral tabletop. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, your hips on top of your knees. Keep the crown of your head long as you gaze in between your thumbs. We'll begin to warm up your spine with a few cat-cow movements. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly drop down low. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Send your tailbone up. Exhale, cat pose. Press through the earth as you round your spine and tuck your chin. Do that again. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly drop low. Keep tension between your wrists and your thighs. Exhale, cat pose. Press through the earth to arch your back. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly drop down low, low, low. Draw your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose. Press through the earth, round your spine. Return back to a neutral tabletop. Take a breath in and tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back as you let your head hang heavy. You can begin to pedal out your feet here to warm up your hamstrings. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let any tension go. Just remember to keep in contact with your breath. Slow, controlled inhales in through your nose. Slow, controlled exhales. You're here for one more deep breath in. Pull your lungs up. And a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees a lot. Exhale, ragdoll forward fold. Step your feet behind your wrists and let your head be heavy. Keep your stance wide as you grab for opposite elbows. And let your head be heavy. Sway side to side. Welcome movement into your lateral thigh and into your glutes. To reduce tension in your back, you can keep a bend in your knees. Or if you want to begin to open through your hamstrings, start to straighten them by sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. If you grab for your elbows, switch out your grip, put your other hand on top. Notice what it feels like to be a little bit different this morning. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. One more time. Slowly release your fingertips down towards the earth. Toe heel your feet together. Bring your big toes to touch. Leave a small space in between your heels. Bend generously into your knees, and then inhale, mountain pose. Slowly rise all the way up to stand. Fingertips to touch overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands into your heart center in prayer position and gaze out over your eyes. Now begin to set your foundation for your practice. Press down through all four corners of your feet. Turn your thighs inward towards one another. Keep your core engaged, belly drawn in towards your spine. As you press your palms into one another, bring your shoulder blades down your back. Lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling. We'll set an intention for our practice. Take a breath in, focus on what you want to be. And then a big exhale, let go. Sun A, let's begin. Open up your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling as you gaze straight ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Bring your heart and your thighs closer together. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your palms towards your shins. Create a long spine. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step back. Heels over toes, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Keep them in tight towards your ribs. Bring your belly to your spine. Press back through your heels. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Lift your thighs up off of the mat. Press your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back. Hold and breathe here. Now, just like in child's pose, spread all of your fingers wide and press through the entire hand. Rather than focusing on your wrist, support your weight by pressing down through all of your fingers. Now, use the earth as leverage to press your hips up and back towards the back corner of your room. To open through your hamstrings, draw your heels down towards the earth and breathe. Remember to listen to your breath. Slow, controlled inhales. Slow, controlled exhales. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees a lot. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float towards the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Grow tall. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, Samasthiti. Draw your hands to your heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your head up. Exhale, high to low plank. One breath, one movement. Step, bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes, lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Now once again, remember your foundation. Use the earth as leverage to help draw your heart and your thighs closer towards one another. As you breathe, allow your thoughts to come and go. Observe what arises in your body. Allow yourself to be present. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees a lot. Exhale, forward fold. Step or travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your head up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Grow tall. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, mountain pose. Root down through your feet. Grow your fingers high. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine, belly in. Exhale, high to low plank. One breath, one movement. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. And as you begin to warm up, notice how the depth of your posture can change. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And engage your core. Keep your belly wide as you pull it into your spine. Engagement of your transverse abdomen. Turn your thighs inwards towards one another. Focus on the quality of your breath. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees a lot. Exhale, forward fold, drop it to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, grow tall. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach down or root down, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay steady with your breath. And just observe how this down dog already feels different than the very first one. Stay steady with your breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, step or travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, belly to spine, crown of your head long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, grow tall. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last one. Inhale, mountain pose, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Return back to your foundation of your breath. As you breathe in, expand your ribs to the side and draw your breath down towards the base of your spine. Control the length of your exhale so that you can take more air in on your inhale. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, grow tall. Exhale, Samasthiti. Sunbeam. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down into a chair as you reach your fingertips high towards the sky. Hold and breathe here. Now, keep your weight in the center of your feet. Draw your tailbone down and squeeze your inner thighs together. A slight arch in your back. Lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Bring your shoulder blades down your back. You're here for one more deep breath in. Sit deeper into your chair. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel up towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe here. Now keep your legs straight. So press through your heel and drop your right hip down towards the earth so your hips are square. Press through your palms and bring your heart and thigh closer together. Take a breath in. Lift high through your right heel. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot in between your palms. Inhale, warrior one. Spin your back heel down and raise your torso up and gaze straight at the ceiling. So you want your back heel in contact with the earth so that your entire back foot is in contact with the mat. Keep it at about a 45-degree angle towards the front of your mat. Keep your front knee stacked over your front ankle, and then squeeze your inner thighs together to draw your hips forward towards the front. As you reach tall through your fingers, bring your shoulder blades down your back. Take a big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, warrior two. Open towards the side wall as you tee out your arms and parallel your back foot with the back edge of your mat. Now keep your front knee over your front ankle, yet draw it out towards your pinky toe so that you can open through your right hip. Make your left leg long as you press through your left heel. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Lift through the crown of your head. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right palm up and back. Open along your right side body. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward and down. Bring your right palm down, your left palm up. Hold and breathe here. Now, keep squeezing your inner thighs together as you press your feet into the mat so you have a solid foundation. Use that foundation as leverage. Press your bottom arm into your thigh. Lift your ribs up off of your thigh so your core remains engaged. And open your torso towards the ceiling. Focus on your breath. Control your inhale. Control your exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front knee. Press your hips forward as you reach up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow through, use your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left heel up towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe here. Now, once again, turn your pinky toe down towards the earth and press through your left heel so your left leg is strong. Draw your right heel to the earth and press through your palms. Bring your heart closer to your thighs. Take a breath in. Lift the heel as high as you can. Exhale, the lunge. Step between your palms. Inhale, warrior one. Spin your back foot down at a 45-degree angle. Raise your torso up as you reach your fingertips high towards the ceiling. So keep both of your shoulders square towards the front, Laura, and gaze straight ahead. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You're looking great. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Bring your belly in, yet draw your shoulder blades down your back. Take a big breath in, grow tall, expand your ribs. Exhale, warrior two. Open towards the side as you tee out your arms. Gaze over your front middle finger. Now imagine that your feet are growing down deep into the earth. Create roots in your foundation. Send your tailbone underneath you and reach your arms into infinity. Find length as you breathe in. Create depth and space as you breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back through your left arm. Open along the left side of your body. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm forward and down. Bring your left palm down and your right palm up. Hold and breathe here. Now, just like on the other side, set your foundation strong. Press your feet into the earth and draw your tailbone underneath you. Use that as leverage to open your torso up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front knee. Press your hips forward as you reach up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow through. Focus on moving through your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so now we're going to flow through that one breath to one movement. So focus on the quality of your breath and the quality of your movements. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees a lot. Exhale, forward fold. Travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel high. Flow with your breath. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your palms. Inhale, warrior one. Spin your back foot down, raise up. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Fill your lungs all the way up, open along the right side. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge, control your exhale. Inhale, warrior one, slowly rise up. Exhale, warrior two, slowly open up. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left knee. Exhale, high to low plank. Move with your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're doing awesome. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lift your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, stay low as you reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, warrior one. Slow breath in as you rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Slow breath out. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Slow your exhale down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front knee. Open along the right side. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, warrior one, deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, deep breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior, fill all the way up. Exhale, extended side angle, empty all the way out. Inhale, reverse triangle, open along the left side. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, step or travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, deep breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back, looking great. Exhale, extended side angle, forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle, fill all the way up. Exhale, high to low plank, empty out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, deep breath out. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle, fill all the way up. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Get back in control of your breath. Acknowledge how your body feels. Notice where your mind is at. And allow yourself to be present on your mat space. You're here for one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees a lot. Exhale, come through to a seat at the top of your mat. All right, so we get ready for a little core work. If you need to, towel off, take a sip of water. How we doing? Good? Awesome. All right, so core work. We'll start in Navasana boat pose. So come up to an easy sit. Plant your feet out in front of you and lift your toes up off of the mat so that your heels are in contact with the earth. So start with your heels down. Draw your belly wide in towards your spine. Lift your heart up. So this is level one, position one. If you feel comfortable here and would like a little more, begin to hover your heels up off of the earth. Now keep your heart and your thighs drawn towards center as your belly is wide. For more, reach your fingertips forward towards the front. Stay with your breath. You have 4 breaths here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Exhale, cross your ankles, plant your palms beside your hips, and if you can, lift your booty up off of the earth. Otherwise, come back to Navasana boat pose. Return back to either position 1, 2, or 3. Stay with your breath. Keep your fingers reaching forward. You've got it. Lift your heart up, belly wide. You're here for 4. Stay with it. You've got 3. You are strong for 2. You can do it for 1. Cross your ankles, plant your palms if you can. Lift your booty up off of the mat. Draw your thighs to your chest as you do. Bring them in. Good job. Back to Navasana boat pose. You've got it. Stay with your breath. Last one. Stay with it. Whichever variation you're at, level 1, 2, or 3, do what's best for you. You've got it. You're just here for 4. Breathe, Lara, for 3. Lift your heart up for 2. Last one. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, lift your booty up off of your mat. Excellent job. Now slowly begin to lower all the way down onto your back. Whew. Bring your heels in towards your glutes. Interlace your palms behind your head, elbows wide. Take a breath in. Lift your chin and your chest up off of the mat. Now exhale, crunch. Draw your chin and your chest straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Keep your shoulders off of the mat. Exhale, crunch. Lift your chin and your chest straight up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay with that. As you breathe in, lower down. And as you exhale, lift up. Now press your feet into the earth and squeeze your inner thighs together. Notice how as you squeeze your thighs together, your lower core engages as you draw everything to center. You've got it. You just got 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe for 4. Long body stretch in 3. Last 2. And 1. Take a full body stretch. Reach your fingertips long overhead. Reach your feet long out in front of you. Allow your lower back to lift off of the earth as you stretch through your midsection. One more bit of core work here. Yogi bicycles. Interlace your palms behind your head, elbows wide. Bring your knees in over your hips, reverse tabletop. So hover your heels up off of the earth. Once again, squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your chin and your chest up off of the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Draw your left elbow to your right thigh as you extend your left leg long. Inhale, return to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Your left elbow goes to your right thigh as you extend your right leg long. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Center and twist. Center and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Stay with your breath. You've got it. Work to lift both of your shoulders up off of your mat. Full engagement of your obliques. Stay with it. You're stronger than you think you are. You're just here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Draw your knees into your chest. Grab behind your thighs. Rock and roll the length of your mat 2 or 3 times. And then make your way into a high plank. Last bit of core work here. We've warmed your core up. Now let's put it to good use. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Your heels on top of your toes. Now, just like in mountain pose, create strong legs. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Turn your thighs in towards one another. You should feel your core nice and warm, so keep it drawn wide in towards your spine. Press through your palms and send your spine up towards the ceiling so you create space between your shoulder blades. Keep the crown of your head long. Breathe. Stay with your breath. You're just here for 8. Down dog in 7, 6. Slow inhales for 5. Slow exhales for 4. You're almost there for 3. You've got it for 2. Last one, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back. Let your head be heavy. Bend your knees left and right. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let all that tension go. Know that your best today is all that you have to give. And that is not predetermined by yesterday. And it is not indicative of tomorrow. You're here for one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees a lot. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Take your left elbow to your right thigh, and then gaze up towards the ceiling and breathe. Now, for a quick alignment check, look down at your knees. If you see your left knee has shifted in front of your right, draw them back in line with one another. This will help you square your hips forward. The goal here is more of a twist from your spine and less from your hips. So keep your feet planted into the earth and your inner thighs drawn together for a foundation. Use that foundation as leverage. Draw your belly wide into your spine. Bring your palms and your heart space closer together. You're here for one more deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, let your head be heavy. Separate your feet to hip-width distance apart. Take peace fingers around your big toes. Take a breath in. Lengthen your spine, lift your head up. Exhale, big toe hold pose. Bend your elbows to the side and pull the crown of your head closer to the earth. Now the goal here is to begin to lengthen along the back side of our body. To open through your hamstrings, keep the weight in the center of your feet and begin to send the center of gravity up towards the ceiling. So you'll draw your tailbone up as you press your heels down. Easy breath, easy yoga. So allow it to open rather than force. Keep the crown of your head long. And then use your hold on your toes to pull your heart and thighs closer together. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly release the grip on your toes. Toe heel your feet back together. Give yourself a generous bend in your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Reach your fingertips up high. Stay with your breath. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Take your right elbow to your left thigh. Press your palms together, gaze up over your left shoulder. Breathe. Once again, check on your alignment in your knees. Now as you press your feet into the earth, sit deep into your chair. Trust yourself to find depth. Keep your tailbone lower than your heart. Lift your heart into your thumbs as you gaze up. One more deep breath in. You've got it. Stay with it. One more deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, separate your feet to hip-width distance apart. This time, lift your toes up off of the mat and place your palms underneath your feet, bringing your toes towards your wrists. Take a breath in. Lengthen the crown of your head. Exhale, hands to feet pose. Bend your elbows to the side. Pull the crown of your head down. Now, just like in the posture before, keep the weight towards the center of your feet. If you want more of a wrist massage, begin to lengthen your weight further forward into your palms. Continue to turn your thighs inwards as you keep the crown of your head long. Remember, it's your practice. Focus on the quality of your breath rather than what the posture looks like. It's all about being present in your body. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly begin to release the grip on your feet. Toe heel your feet together. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step right between your palms. Remember to move with your breath. Listen for the change here. Inhale, crescent lunge. Just raise your torso up as you gaze straight ahead and breathe. Now keep pressing through your left big toe to drive your left hip forward. Press down through your right heel and squeeze your right glute to draw your right hip back. Keep your belly pulled into your spine. Stay with your breath. Reach your fingertips high, shoulders on top of your hips. Take a big breath in. Bring your palms into your heart center. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Now you have the option here. You can drop your back knee down to the earth to help you support yourself for more stability. This will help you work more on the twist and less on balance. Stay with your breath, and just like in prayer twist, bring your heart and your thumbs closer together. Lengthen your spine. So draw the crown of your head forward out into space. You're here for one more deep breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms to the inside of your right thigh. Breathe. Now you can drop your back knee and untuck your back toes for a more passive stretch. Walk your right foot a little bit closer to the top edge of your mat. Now keep your knee drawn into your triceps and shift your heart space forward as you gaze out over your nose. Now notice how you can use the ground as leverage to open along your left hip flexor. Press down through your left shin. Press down through your palms and through your right foot. Allow your pelvis to drift towards the earth. Focus on your breath. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, high plank. Step your feet back together. Now, root down through your left hand. Inhale, side plank. Spin your heels to the left. Open towards the side. You can always drop your left knee to give you more support and stability. Breathe wherever you are. Press through your heels. Draw your wrists and your heels towards center as you reach up towards the ceiling. One more big breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. You're doing excellent. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your palms. Remember, focus on the quality of your breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. Raise your torso up as you reach your fingertips high. Gaze out over your nose and breathe. Now, to help you find support here, rotate your right thigh inwards as you lift it up towards the ceiling. As you squeeze your inner thighs together, you'll find stability. Keep your belly drawn wide, full core engagement. Keep your shoulder blades down your back, yet lift through the crown of your head. Take a big breath in. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Take your right elbow to your left thigh. Press your palms together, gaze up to the ceiling. Once again, you have the option to drop to your back knee and untuck your toes for more stability. Wherever you are, though, squeeze your inner thighs together. Root into your foundation. Lift the crown of your head long. Bring your heart and your thumbs closer together. Take a big breath in for length. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms to the inside of your left foot. Once again, you can untuck your back toes and drop to your back knee for a more passive stretch. Find the foundation like you did on the other side. Notice how this side may feel a little bit different, and that's okay. We are not symmetrical. So just observe and allow your body to be as it is in this moment while you focus on your breath. Allow your pelvis to drift towards the earth. Lift your heart space forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, high plank. Step your feet back together. Root into your right hand. Inhale, side plank. Spin your heels to the right. Open your torso to the left. Reach up towards the ceiling and breathe. Once again, you can drop your back knee for more stability. Wherever you are, though, press through your heels. Lift your ribs up towards the ceiling, yet keep the crown of your head long. One more deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, high to low plank, flow through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, bring your palms to touch overhead. Exhale, eagle on the right. Swing your right elbow underneath your left, and then bring your palms to touch. Now, if your hands are not able to touch, it's okay. Just bring the backs of your hands towards one another. Sit deep into your chair. Now stack your right thigh up on top of your left. Now you have an option. You can kickstand your toes, or you can maybe go for a deeper expression and wrap your big toe behind your calf. The key for balance here is take your eyes to a non-moving object. This will help you find stability. Keep your weight in the center of your left foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together as you sit deeper into your chair. Stack your shoulders up on top of your wrists so you sit tall. Gaze straight ahead. You're here for one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, mountain pose. Unwind your arms, unwind your legs, reach tall. Exhale, bring your right hand down towards your right hip. Prepare for dancer's pose. Bring your right heel towards your right glute. Now reach back and grab for the inside of your right leg. Keep your thumb up towards the ceiling so you'll have an opening in your right shoulder. Take a breath in. Reach your left fingertip high. Exhale, dancer's pose. Kick up and back as you reach up and forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, the depth of this posture all comes from the kick. The harder you kick your right big toe up and back towards the back corner of the room, the more stability you will have. Keep your belly drawn in. Now lift your palm up as you lift your gaze up. It is a back bend, so lift your heart space forward. One more deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands into your heart center. Tree pose. Ground down through your left foot, and then bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Now you can take it to your ankle. You can bring your foot to the inside of your shin, or for a more deeper expression, you can bring your foot to the inside of your thigh. Be cautious of your knee joint. Protect your knee. Press your left foot into the earth, and then begin to draw your right knee back towards the back wall. Bring your belly button in. Keep the crown of your head up. Press your palms together. You may sway side to side. Notice the action of the small muscles in your foot and ankle to help you find stability. Now with grace and control, slowly bring your front knee forward towards the front. Gently set it into the earth. Let's do the left side. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair. Bring your palms to touch overhead. Exhale, eagle on the left. Swing your left elbow underneath your right. Bring your palms together. Sit deep into your chair once again and stack your left thigh up on top of your right. You have the same option. You can kickstand your toes, or you can go for the double bind. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Find your non-moving object to take your gaze towards again. Stay with your breath. Now the tighter you squeeze your thighs in together, the more depth you'll have. Trust yourself to lean back and stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Stay steady with your breath. Press your palms and elbows into one another so that you create space in your mid-back. Inhale, mountain pose. Slowly unwind your arms and your legs. Exhale, prepare for dancers on the left. Bring your left hand in line with your left hip. Draw your left heel towards your left glute, and then reach back, grab for the inside of your left ankle. Keep your thumb up towards the ceiling so that your palm is facing your foot. Reach your right fingertips high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, dancer's pose. Kick up and back as you reach up and forward. Stay steady with your breath. Slow your inhale down. Slow your exhale down. Now you may not be as deep on this side, and that's okay. Keep your inner thighs squeezed together. This will help you stabilize. Press the ground away from you with your right leg as you kick up and back through your left. Lift your heart forward and up. With a steady inhale, slowly rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. Draw your hands into your heart center. Tree pose. Ground down through your right leg. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Once again, above or below your knee. Avoid your knee joint. Stay steady with your breath. Eyes focused on a non-moving object out in front of you. Press through the entire right foot. Use your right leg as a foundation. Press your left foot into your right leg. You may sway, it's okay. Use your breath to help you find stability. Now with grace and control, slowly bring your left knee forward towards the front. And slowly set your foot here. Sun A to the floor. Inhale, mountain pose. Grow tall. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Last one of today. Inhale, upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel high. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Take your right knee towards your right wrist, and then untuck your left toes and drop your left knee to the earth. You want to begin to take your right foot in the direction of your left wrist. Now, your shin may parallel with the front edge of your mat. It may not. It's okay. All you're working on is the direction. Stay steady with your breath. Now, as you press your palms down, lift your heart space forward. Notice how as you press your shins into the ground, you feel the opening along your left hip flexor. Take a big breath in. Draw your heart space up and forward. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Walk your fingertips forward and gently rest your forehead down in contact with your mat, with your forearms, with your palms. Just try to make a connection with your forehead somewhere and breathe. Allow gravity to do a lot of the work here, so focus on your breath. Allow your body to just begin to shift and rest down into the earth. Your thoughts can come and go. As you be present on your mat space. Slowly begin to walk your palms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. Press your right heel up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left heel as high as you can. Exhale, half pigeon. Take your left knee to your left wrist. Untuck your back toes, send your back leg long. And once again, draw your left foot towards your right wrist. It's just in that direction. You may be more constricted, or you may have more flexibility on this side. Take a breath in, lift your heart space forward and up. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Walk your fingertips forward and let your forehead rest down in contact with the earth. Breathe. Allow gravity to do all the work here as you focus on the quality of your breath. Slow inhales, slow exhale. Observe how your body feels. Bear witness to what is present. Without a desire for change. You are exactly where you need to be for this moment, in this time. Slowly bring your palms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left heel high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into a high plank. And with control, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the earth. When you get to the bottom, untuck your toes. Leave your palms where they are underneath your shoulders. Now, press the tops of your feet into the earth and squeeze your inner thighs together. With a big breath in, cobra pose, lift your chin and your chest up off of the mat, little to no weight into your palms. So you use your core muscles. Press your feet into the ground. Squeeze your thighs. Lift your chin and your chest forward. Stay with your breath. You got it. You can lift a little bit higher. One more breath in, one more big lift. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the earth. Take your left ear to the mat, gaze to the right. Mini Shavasana here. Let your arms rest to your sides. Slowly draw your chin back towards center. Extend your arms out to a T. Inhale, locust pose. Lift your chin and your chest up off of the mat. Lift your toes up off of the mat. Breathe. Continue to squeeze your inner thighs together. Shift the weight to the softer part of your belly. And then as you breathe in, lift your chin and your chest higher. Lift your heels higher. Stay with your breath. You've got it. One more breath in. One more big lift. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Take your right ear to the mat, gaze to the left. Now you always have an option to do another cobra if you wish. But I would like to do for a floor bow. For floor bow, draw your chin to center, bring your heels in towards your glutes. Reach back for the outside edges of your feet. Sigh all of your air out, squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, floor bow. Kick up and back to lift your heart up off of the mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Slow your breath down, slow your exhale down. Continue to squeeze your inner thighs together. Kick the tops of your feet back towards the back wall. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Gaze straight ahead. You've got it. One more breath in. One more big kick up and back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the earth. Right ear to the mat. Gaze to the left. Breathe. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, high plank. Tuck your toes, press yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees a lot. Exhale, come to through a seat. One more back bend left. So have a seat, send your legs long out in front of you. Prepare for bridge pose, or you have the option to do wheel if you feel open for it. So plant your feet into the earth towards your glutes, and then slowly lower all the way down. For bridge pose, plant your palms beside your hips, sigh out all of your air, and inhale bridge. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Now, keep your feet pressing down into the ground. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your heart space towards your chin, yet keep your chin going long away from your heart space. Stay with your breath. Press your feet down. Lift your hips a little bit higher. You've got it. Find a little bit more length, a little bit more open. Keep your belly into your spine. One more breath in, one more big lift. Slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Now draw your knees in towards your heart space. Wrap your arms around your shins. You can rock and roll to the left, to the right. Small little movements. Release tension in the low back. Grab behind your thighs. Rock and roll the length of your mat 2 or 3 times. And make your way up to an easy seat with your legs long out in front of you. Prepare for seated forward fold. Now you bend your knees as much as you need to. Flex your toes towards your face. Take a breath in. Reach your fingertips high towards the ceiling. Draw your belly in. Exhale, seated forward fold. Forward, 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 and then down. You can take peace fingers around your big toes or grab for the outside edges of your feet. Now, bend your knees as much as you need to. We're focusing more on our spine and less on our hamstrings here. Yet you want to stay strong in your arms and your legs. So you can use them as levers to help you lengthen your spine. So press forward through your heels and squeeze your inner thighs together. Draw your shoulder blades down your back and use that as leverage. Pull your heart forward. As you breathe in, lengthen through the crown of your head. As you breathe out, heart and thighs come closer together. Create length as you breathe in, depth and space as you breathe out. Stay active, you're almost there. Keep your toes drawn towards your face. Stay with it. One more deep breath in, lift your heart forward. Exhale, slowly take your forehead to your knees and gently release the grip on your feet. Use your core to slowly lower yourself all the way down to your back. When you get to the bottom, draw your right knee in towards your heart space. Wrap your arms around your right shin. Take a big breath in. Extend your left leg long. Exhale, supine twist. Take your knee over to the left side and then tee out your right arm, gaze to the right. Now it's not about whether your knee touches the earth or not. Keep both of your shoulders down and then allow gravity to do the work in the twist. As you focus on controlling your breath, notice the space you've created along the right side of your body. Slowly begin to make your way back towards center. And then switch out your legs. Send your right leg long, draw your left knee in. Wrap your arms around your shins, take a deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your knee over to the right. Tee out your left arm, gaze to the left. Keep both of your shoulders in contact with the mat. And allow gravity to do the work on your left knee. You can press through your right heel to create more traction in your spine. Slowly make your way to center. Now draw both knees in towards your heart space. Happy baby pose. Grab for the inside or outside edges of your feet. Now keep your tailbone down in contact with the mat so your entire spine stays in contact with the ground. Press through your heels. You can straighten one leg, maybe you straighten the other. feet rock gently side to side. Last bit of movement before you take your rest. Slowly begin to draw your knees back in towards your heart center. Wrap your arms around your shins and bring your forehead to your knees, seat pose. Implant the seed in your mind that you did your best. Water that seed with a big breath. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, allow that seed to bloom as you move into Shavasana. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Allow your arms to relax down by your side. Draw your shoulder blades together underneath you. And then allow gravity to take hold as you sink into the earth. These next few moments, you have nowhere else to be. Surrender the control of your breath. And allow yourself to take rest.